leading what and leading whom to where? What are we trying to do with all these, by creating these leaders or lead activities? What are we, and we usually don't acknowledge that. Leadership comes to be a concept that can mean, that doesn't just mean, seems to me, it doesn't just mean people, persons who are leaders, yes, but also kinds of activities, interventions, yes, I mean particular kinds of curation, ideas on how to mobilize stuff, yes, leading on ideas or on acts as well. So it's people, it's that kind of thing. It's also leadership in setting up forums, critical forums, groups of people, networks of people, so on, yes, who might have the kind of, what do they call, the critical mass, yes, power to make interventions or to push interventions and so on. So leadership is that whole spread.
I think it means using new languages, challenging existing language, showing alternative ways of doing things, being a bit left field sometimes, yeah, surprising, being provocative, yeah, I think I'm a strong believer in the provocation, interfering in, you know, so I've just come from the Ken Saro celebration this morning, who died trying to fight the Niger Delta, being corrupted environmentally and challenging some of the major oil companies. And him and 8 colleagues died, yeah, for his cause. So that in terms of asking difficult questions or saying, well, actually you've been doing it like that, but is that really such a great way? That's not such a big thing, is it? And we have to kind of take a leadership role in being seen to challenge. And I think art's in a way sort of blessed to do that. Yeah, like the arts overall are given that permission. Yeah, so if you can't ask questions in an arts organisation, yeah, about how things are done, we can't create spaces where individuals and collectives can say, you know, we want to look at this. Yeah. What else can you do?
I took part in a Clore short course, which is a 2-week-long and very, very intensive leadership training course about 2 years ago. And it brought together, I think, about 18 arts professionals from across the country to talk about them and to learn how to be better leaders and how to be better managers. It's not about trying to change you, it's trying to understand your unique set of skills and talents and augment those so that you work to your strengths whilst having an awareness of what your perceived weaknesses and perhaps what your real weaknesses also are. An old-fashioned leadership course is probably, this is what a leader must have, therefore if you don't tick all these boxes then you're clearly not going to be the right kind of leader. And the club wasn't about that, it was about trying to really get you to interrogate what toolkit you came with and find better ways to use those tools.
The Cultural Leadership Programme has made a decision that it needs to create people with the potential to take leadership positions, yes, who can enter into powerful defining situations in the heritage sector and the cultural sector, so that they can become a part of pursuing the dream of a multicultural Britain. We cannot rely, if you like, on the existing structures, the existing professions, the existing systems dominate us to make these bold shifts. So we have to create the agents and agencies for doing that.